Hello guys, it's Mick here. Today I will show you how to pet tank at Beastmaster Durzag. I'll show you what's in my inventory and then we're ready to go. So in my inventory I just have some food and brews. I also have a pack hack with me. And I use a shield switch, I use augmented calcite repriser, and I have overload, a drain pot, Excalibur, some ecto if I need to take over backup base or base, and some prayer pots and a ring of figure switch. For my gear I have Sirenic augmented armor. Yeah, I like to use this because it speeds up the kill and there's enhanced devotion on it to block some attacks. I also have a secondary and tertiary ability bar, which I use for my defensives, and here at Beastmaster I use Anticipation, Freedom, Resonance, Devotion and Provoke, so make sure you can easily access them. The kill starts off normal, so you just kill the charges and the air route. In this team I am pet tank 1 and 3, so I have to tank Cormes and the third pet. And you can see that when it's 21 air routes on top, I move to the north position where Cormes spawns, northwest, and I foke him. And then I use Devotion to block his attack, so I'm not using my shield slash calcite repriser. And you see that he turns around to a Gooby, and of course we want the Goobies to survive, so I foke Cormes back. And after my devotion ran out, I also use debilitate sometimes to make it easier for myself. And Cormes is a really easy pet to tank because it barely attacks you, it barely hits. When Cormes dies you just kill the chargers and the air routes that spawn. Don't forget to stun the air routes, because then the air routes can't attack, they can't kill your teammates, they can't kill you if they are stunned. So it could be really helpful for your teammates. So as we are pet tank 3 in this case, it's just a DPS roll when Beastmaster spawns, so just attack Krar and make sure you don't die, because teammates foke Beastmaster or have insight on. In this case this guy dies by his own mistake. And when Beastmaster is in his position you have to make sure that you know when to foke pet 3. You can see it by the line Beastmaster is shouting. So we are waiting for pet 3 to spawn, which is happening now. So you saw the line "Here boy," which Beastmaster shouted. This means that the pet 3 spawns. Now I have to bring Tuss to the other corner. What I do wrong here is I let it walk through the DPS group and then it's blocked in his path, so it has to jump to me. So now I have to deal with some large melee hits, but I will survive. I use Devotion, I switch to my calcite repriser, and you can see I also have a bleed on me, and you can clear the bleed with Freedom. It's really easy. So now I just have to make sure that the pet is not attacking my team members, so it has to face me and only me. And if I need some health I can just eat some food and just make sure you don't die. If you're a bit more experienced you can do more DPS on the pet, but as you have a big group of DPS in the team you can just wait for them to attack the pet. Sometimes the pet's also jumping, then you have to just foke it back and walk back to your position. This is really annoying, and if you are with some inexperienced players they can easily die if they don't pray melee to Tuss, because it's biting them and it could kill them. And as you see the group is already attacking Tuss right now, so they have to go off at around 200k, 180k life points, so I can do the other part. But here they are just too eager and to kill it, so they only go off at 100k. So this means I have to slow down my DPS, because else the pet will die way too soon. And while you are pet tanking the pets, Make sure to freedom your bleed and use some defensive abilities like Reflect and Debilitate to lower the hits on you. Sometimes I use Resonance to get a free heal, and in this case I use Barricade because I have to slow down, so why not use Barricade to prevent some hits. And Tuz is jumping again, so as I said, this is annoying because it might take a while to walk to the other part of the arena to poke him back. So here I try slowing down DPS on the Tuz, because I have to make sure that Tuz dies when Beastmaster is at 750k, but it's not going very well. Tuz is dying too soon, so this means that I have to make sure the other pet dies as well. So now I attack Krar to kill it, and when Krar is dead I'm just a normal DPS roll. It's now both pets are dead. You just walk back to the group, equip your weapons and defuse the bombs, kill Beastmaster Durzag and pray for some good loot.